youth-led nonprofit organization Full Philippines helps overseas Filipino workers complete their college education.
And joining us and really humbling us today in the studio is its founder, Emilio Baja.
Yay, Emilio Baja!
Emilio is really humbling us today.
I
he
know.
started this, what, at age 13?
At 13, yes,
At age
exactly.
13.
Wow.
All right, Emilio, we want to find out how you started with this. I mean, I'm personally friends with your parents, whom will not be mentioned today, Gracie. But how did you start? I know that you've got a global way of living because you know your parents work also in Hong Kong and in the country as well. When did you start thinking, hey, I'm gonna go help out our Filipino citizens who are living abroad?
Exactly. I think that's a great question. So just to give you some background, I grew up here in the Philippines all of my life until at 13, my family abruptly moved to Hong Kong. And it was really during this time, even amidst the pandemic, and Hong Kong had some of the has the world's strictest lockdown. I still saw the immense presence of our kababayans, of our overseas Filipino workers gathered on the streets of Central, whether they're singing, dancing, cutting each other's hair, or even sleeping on the cold, hard ground. And so this scene, every single Sunday without fail, really opened my eyes to the reality that these people are just like me. But unfortunately, they haven't been blessed with the same education that I have been. And so I wanted to see what I could do in my own small way to provide them with this education.
My gosh, so
I think we just
amazing.
lost
We're
our
like,
jobs
wow.
right now.
What are we doing with our lives? That's when the intro, I was like, he's really humbling us.
Should we just say, okay, that's a wrap because we don't have questions?
Ferdy and I were talking kanina. We're like, what is the greatest highlight of our life? And we said last night,
hosting the Bilyonaryo
news
channel.
raffling with the raffle girl and boy. That was our highlight. But Emilio, I'm so amazed by you.
Thank you.
So when you decided, when you saw what's happening in Hong Kong, especially every Sunday, you mentioned they were gathering, how did you turn that idea into reality? Because it's very challenging, especially at 13. You want to hang out with your friends, you want to go to the movies.
You're playing on a computer.
Exactly. So how did you balance that and make it happen?
Of course. So I think it really began with just looking and hearing from the community itself, because I knew I wanted to do something to uplift these Filipinos who are just like me, but I wasn't sure how. And I think the best way to have done that was to listen to the community, and I think that's what I did well.
And what did you hear?
And I heard so many stories. I heard stories of single mothers who left their home in the Philippines, sacrificed their education just to provide for their families. I heard other stories of OFWs who had to move their entire family abroad. And it was just a diverse range of perspectives that I was able to hear, which made me recognize that if there's one thing that these OFWs, these 200,000 OFWs in Hong Kong have in common, it's their sacrifice, but also their resilience. And so I wanted to ensure that we could channel this into something greater.
Is there one in particular that really tugged your heart, like a story of an OFW that you really wanted to help out?
Yes, I think this is a story I also highlight a lot. Her name is Rosabel, and she first came to me after I started Full PHILS, a social media campaign. We had 0 scholars at the time. And she came to us inquiring about Full PHILS. And she basically explained that she left her family, she's a single mother in the Philippines, and she had dreams of becoming an engineer, but she had to sacrifice her college degree by becoming a domestic helper in Hong Kong. And so she's been there for, I don't know, 10, 13 years now. And now 13 years later, after first moving to Hong Kong, she has come to us, Full PHILS, to see if she can realize finally these dreams of becoming an engineer or whatever it is she wants to do now. And I'm very happy to call her one of our scholars today.
Emilio, you know, the stories that you've heard and that you're resonating with, obviously now our viewers, are classic stories. Single mothers or mothers that are married, left, sacrificed, moved over there. And it's the story of an OFW hero in the Philippines. Why did you think that education is the right path or right system to uplift their lives? Is it because you want them to return to the Philippines and help out in our own country? What was the reasoning behind that?
I'm a firm believer that education is the most powerful tool a person can have. And so now when we ask our scholars who are already taking up a college degree, what do you plan to do in the future. Some of them want to come back home here in the Philippines so that they can work while providing for their families. Others want to try out other cities around the world, whether that's Toronto, Dubai, wherever it is in the world. And so for me, it really wasn't ensuring that they're able to come home, while of course that would be an amazing benefit for our country, but it is really giving them the opportunity to pursue whatever it is they want to do, and so that they're not constrained by the lack of education they're provided here in the Philippines or the lack of institutional support that forces them to become OFWs simply because they have no choice.
Are there any prerequisites for the OFWs who want to become scholars?
So we're also very grateful that we have 3 partner schools, AMA University, the Philippine Women's University, and very recently UP, the University of the Philippines. And so through these partner schools, we provide 100% online asynchronous college degree courses for our OFWs in Hong Kong. And so the requirements vary from school to school, but what remains pretty clear is that it's very easy. There are just some legal documents that they have to submit, their transcript of records, and it's really a process that we as PHILS are happy and excited to help these applicants with. And so we try to make the process as seamless as possible.
That's amazing, Emilio. For such a young age, you've already put together these 3 big institutions
Thank
to
you.
help out your foundation. My question to you is, you know that OFWs, when they go abroad, they leave their children, as you mentioned. And sometimes these children, of course, they have a more comfortable life. You know, they don't really have to worry about where they're going to get their allowance. Or sometimes education then takes a back seat because they're cushy, right? Have you also helped out the OFWs that you've met and that are going through your program with also understanding where or how to make sure that their children go through, you know, the proper education system rather than just being complacent?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. PHILS right now is really doing our best to provide education for OFWs specifically in Hong Kong, but we've also begun talks with other institutions here in the Philippines to see how we can also fulfill this gap, this missing gap that's often found in a lot of the children of OFWs, to see how would it be possible to maybe even provide them with education. And so this is definitely something that's in the works right now. But I think ultimately by helping and uplifting the lives of our OFWs, we indirectly help their children as well, whether that's through financial support that they're able to gain through education, or whether that's parents being able to show their children that, look, I was able to get a college degree, I was able to do the impossible, and I hope I can inspire you to do the same.
Yeah, you know what, Monique? I've spoken to a lot of business leaders, politicians, people that are 3 times your age. And as an 18-year-old, you are one of the few people that I can say that has given me, in the span of 5 minutes, the most intelligent, most woke way of living.
No, seriously, even the way he carries himself, the way he
Thank
speaks,
you.
his eye contact, I'm like, wow.
I know. Are you
It's
intimidated?
yeah, I was like, I'm nervous. Like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm talking to like the king or the president. Crazy.
Exactly. What you
It's
are such an
amazing.
inspiration.
Thank
You
you
know,
so
like we
much.
need more people like you, especially the next generation. What you're doing is so amazing.
Thank
I
you so
like that. I have no other words to say, but kudos to you. How many graduates have you guys had already since starting the program?
That's a great question, and thank you so much, of course, for all your praise. I'm very grateful. So right now we have 29 scholars, soon to be 30. And I'm very happy to announce that just last month, last November, we had 2 graduates.
Oh, congratulations! What were
That-
your courses?
From the Philippine Women's University, taking up a bachelor's in hotel and restaurant management.
Nice. Wow. That's
That's so
wow.
sweet.
One person that you've helped out is a resounding success of your
Thank you so
efforts.
much.
Emilio, do you plan to take this to other places where Filipinos are abound in the OFW sphere?
That's a good question. And I guess this is a sneak peek into the future. Right now we're based in Hong Kong and that's our home base, but we're very much open, and we are in the process of expanding to other places in the future, like Singapore, other prominent cities with OFWs in the Middle East, like Dubai. And we're so excited to make these announcements very soon in 2026.
Who's
So
we?
excited.
We in PHILS refers to me as well as the amazing team of 50 plus volunteers we have across the Philippines and Hong Kong.
With the same age as you, in the same age as you are, or older?
It's a wide variety. So we have kids who are even younger than me, freshmen in high school, and even younger. We have some middle schoolers who are trying to do as much as they can, all the way to college grads, people who have already taken up their masters in Hong Kong and elsewhere. And so it's a really strong and powerful team that I'm really proud of.
So anybody can volunteer. So
Of
for our
course.
viewers watching, they can
Yes,
volunteer
well, where
wherever.
can they volunteer?
Where can they
Of
do
course, they can check our website at www.fulfils.org, and we also have our social media channels at Fulfils on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it.
Okay, Mo.
that? This kid never fails.
He has not only helped out educate people
Yeah.
and organize, but he is now an author.
Yes, he also has a book.
Okay, when did you write this book?
Ooh, 2 years ago, last year? Yeah.
Okay, he was 16,
16.
an author at 16. Can you tell us about this?
He's amazing.
Yes, of course. So I started Fulfils at 13, and over time I realized that while it is amazing to provide online college education to overseas Filipino workers, we also have to address some of the systemic issues that we can see within employers and families around the world who call these domestic helpers, our OFWs, domestic helpers. And so I wanted to see and do what I could to help change the mindset and the stigmatization we can often find towards Filipinos. Because, for example, if we can see in central Hong Kong, the thousands of OFWs who gather every Sunday, many of the local community just view these Filipinos as loud, noisy, and people who leave trash everywhere. And this translates into how people treat their domestic helpers. And so by creating this book, I wanted to ensure that employers and their children alike are able to treat our Filipino modern day heroes with the respect that they deserve after recognizing their hard work, their sacrifice, their resilience, which this book shares.
Wow. Is this already out? Like people can grab copies
Yes,
already?
this is already out. They can order on our website, again at www.fulfils.org, or you can also check it out at Fully Booked in BGC.
And you've sold, I'm sure, a lot of copies already.
Yes, a
and
lot.
Where does the proceeds go to?
100% of the proceeds go to Fulfill scholarships.
He's giving me
Nice.
goosebumps.
I know.
Like just
So,
listening to
Emilio,
this.
you,
I swear.
aside from wishing that you would be my son-in-law in the future, has anybody asked you about any political aspirations?
This is a question that I get from a lot of people. And I often tell them that I'm not allowed because of my mom. My mom doesn't allow me to join politics. And so, you
But
know,
we
maybe in the
need him,
future,
Mommy.
Yeah.
70, 80 years from now, but right now,
80 years.
80 years?
We
Buddy.
don't see the change anymore. We need him. He's the change
We need you now.
Yes.
After you finish your education or your master's or your doctorate even, we need you to serve the country in a more how should I say, legislative way.
Yeah. What are your future plans? So you've already had a book. You're planning to expand. You mentioned Fulfils. What's next for you?
of course.
Well, actually, you can even talk about your personal life.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you. What do you like to do for fun?
Sure. So in terms of the future, I'm currently a senior in high school. So I'll be graduating this May, hopefully if everything goes well. And then I hope to go to college in the future. And of course, at the same time, I hope to continue Fulfils. And even beyond college, I hope to continue Fulfils, really trying to empower our OFWs to lead better lives with education.
What about your interests? Dating.
If you're not
Your mother's
helping
gonna
out the
kill me,
OFWs,
but-
yeah, what do you do?
Well, for me, I really enjoy playing tennis. I also really enjoy talking and reading about Philippine politics, even though I won't.
So he likes
There you
politics.
go. Question answered.
Even though my mom won't allow me in the future. But I'm really genuinely interested in talking about Philippine politics, and I think it's really sad to see the state of our country right now,
Right.
especially with issues of corruption.
Don't worry, it's your God-given right, and you can tell your mother that. I'll tell her to her face. Thank you so much, Emilio.
Thank
You're
you, Emilio.
such
You're wonderful.
an inspiration to all of us.
Seriously,
Thank
to
you.
do
I
better.
wish I wish we could talk for another hour the whole day with you, finding out what great things you're gonna be giving the country currently and in the future.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And I'm so
Thank
honored to be here with you
you.
guys.
We are honored.
Yes.
It's the other way around.
We are the ones honored and intimidated.
Correct.